Hello there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Boardwalk Empire Season 1 finale is upon us. I just finished recording episode 11 of Season 1. Absolutely phenomenal. And I'm bracing myself for the finale. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the Boardwalk Empire reactions. And it's great that I'm reacting to a show that rarely has any reactions on YouTube. Or none at all, I think. I don't know if there is. I've never searched up Boardwalk Empire reactions on YouTube. I've just, done my own thing, stayed in my own lane, and just seen how if it works out. And listen, the show itself has been getting like 300, 400 views a reaction. Listen, it's not setting the world on fire, but I love this show. I love this show, and I'm going to keep going with it. And I hope, over time it picks up viewers and people start to realize, yo, this guy is reacting to a show I love that doesn't get the recognition it deserves. And yeah, let's see this guy react to it. So what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here for Senior Show, absolutely shooting a shot. We have been watching this fantastic series called Boardwalk Empire for the very first time, and today we are up to the Season 1 finale titled Return to Normalcy. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. A return to normalcy, my bad. So we're going to see what's in store for us. Let's brace ourselves for this episode because I'm expecting some shocks. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun with this thing. Let's smash it. Let's go. Surely they end the season with the election, right? A return to normalcy, maybe a re-election, and everything, goes according to plan. And we're good for the foreseeable future for now until the next term is up for voting. Because that's the thing that's stressing Nucky out a lot at the moment is securing his position and ensure the Republican Party stays in power.
Those are the words of Saint Augustine, written 1500 years ago. He found a city devoted to appetite, to pleasure, to the temptations that keep us from our better selves.
Look who's talking.
And in that place, he did succumb to what was offered.
Like you.
He did succumb. Gentlemen, Atlantic City is the grandchild of that vanished metropolis. Should you aspire to replace me here, and should Supervisor Elliot accept you, you will be bribed, coerced, and tempted on a daily basis.
Bring on the dancing girls.
Yo!
My partner, Agent Eric Sepso, died in the line of duty of a heart attack. I will not have his memory sullied with infantile humor.
Nelson? I wish you'd reconsider.
There's nothing here for me, sir.
Oh. So he's leaving Atlantic City? Oh, he's resigning from becoming a resigning from the role of a prohibition officer?
Buy them drinks. Promise them jobs. Do whatever you need to do to get your people to vote.
And once they do, send them over to my ward and have them vote again.
I still say replacing Eli was a mistake.
What still? You never said a word about it. I want a big turnout Tuesday. Men and women alike.
Hell, Nuck, you'll even get spooked.
The fuck you just say?
I got my clerk combing the obituaries. He's writing down names.
Yet another Atlantic City politician elected by dead people.
It's Halloween, Ed. Get in the spirit.
Talk about your absentee ballots.
I hope you're half as amusing during your concession speech.
Damn. Damn. Listen, all those stresses boiling up for Nucky at the moment. The outside life seeping in to the political life.
We need to talk.
If you can even call this politics.
Hey, come on.
I'm glad we get more Chalky White. That's all I'm saying.
Let's go blow this stink off.
I've been approached by the other side.
Really?
Fletcher and them other Democrats. They paint a nice, pretty picture of how it's gonna be if I throw my weight behind them come election day.
And savvy businessman Chalky White believes them.
Savvy businessman Chalky White tell him he believe him. Then he pocket their money.
I take it that means you're sticking with me.
Some recognition for my loyalty would be nice.
100%. Hey, Chalky White deserves everything. I love the lighting as
You
well,
realize you put the bite on me every
with the
election.
overhead shadows on their
Except
heads.
this time, you could actually lose.
What'd you have in mind?
Everything's in jeopardy at the moment.
10 grand, new car, and an invitation to that victory party down at Babette's.
That last part, it's all order, Chalky.
10 grand.
Delivering 100% of that colored vote.
10 grand, a new car, and an invitation to the after party. The after party is the one that's worrying Nucky. And is that, I'm guessing, listen, he is delivering 100% of the colored vote, but is it because, is it a race thing that an individual like Chalky White will be at that party? Because he's black?
Night when fairies light. That we do.
Warren loves poetry.
So did Margaret move to...
Have you thought about where you'll go?
Oh,
After Tuesday, I hate to put you out, but
Oh yeah, she's temporarily
I'm sure
staying
Warren
with her,
will send
yeah.
for us as soon as he wins the election.
I'm considering Margate. I could get work in one of the shops. Or perhaps I'll be rich. We'll see what the brack says. The cake. It's called barnbrack. The Irish eat it on Halloween. You bake a sixpence, a ring, and a small piece of rag inside. If you get the money, you'll be rich. The ring, of course, means you'll be married. And if you get the rag, well...
You're gonna get the ring.
destitute.
She's gonna get the ring.
President Warren Harding. You'll come visit, of course, to the White House.
And with the arsenic being introduced slowly through food, the victim is often unaware of being poisoned at all.
He'd been complaining about his stomach since Christmas.
Damn, the Commodore looking fresh this episode. What the fudge? Jimmy said at the last episode, like at the end of the last episode, he'll live. But my guy came out with a new body.
Have to have been going
He's a
on for
clone.
some time. There were toxic levels in his stew, in his tea biscuits, even his toothpaste was tainted.
How do you explain this, Mrs. Pratt?
You must have fell in there somehow on accident.
Oh, poor Mrs.
Yet
Pratt.
your food was uncontaminated.
She killed Jerry, for God's sake.
I ate one of those cookies, you know.
He killed the Doge.
Who's Jerry?
His dog. He used to feed him his leftovers.
Treat that dog better than me.
Best goddamn friend I had, I can tell you that much. You goddamn ignorant bitch. After all I did for you.
Calm down.
The hell I will. She's a fucking murderer.
Why did you do this?
Poison him.
Cause.
If I used a shotgun, I'd have had to clean the mess up myself.
Tell it to him, sister. He's a terrible man.
Take his abuse.
Are you gonna arrest her or not, Sheriff?
No. He's not.
What?
Come with me.
Who really runs this town? Look at Gillian standing next to a man, all tall and proud.
I certainly understand why you'd want to, but you can't go around poisoning people. Take this and go far away. Change your name and don't come back.
God bless you, sir. Bless you. And you be careful. You take this.
Hey, all that frustration was built up over the years, man.
What the hell are you doing, Nucky? She tried to kill me, goddammit!
Hey, what chapter of that book was that? The Bible? What chapter has she?
A book passage for myself and Caroline.
Did she bookmark?
I'll tour the distilleries, take up the bagpipes, perhaps. There's any number of ways to occupy myself until this baseball business goes away. If you're indicted, it don't sound like it will.
Ain't there anybody in Chicago whose mom you could grease?
It's the World Series, Charlie. I'm a pariah, haven't you heard? So use a buffer.
There's Johnny Torrio.
He's new out there.
I
doesn't
said it
have
last
the
episode.
political connections.
That's the one in Chicago.
And
Vittorio can connect you to him.
Thompson's not exactly a pal these days, is he? This war we're in.
Hey, we can make a deal with the enemy.
Charlie and I were talking. There's no percentage in it.
I mean, I know I brung them in, but these grease balls, these D'Alessio brothers.
Not your best suggestion. You're a businessman, right? Maybe you cut your losses. I didn't realize I was paying you boys for advice.
The advice is free. You pay us because we get our hands dirty.
These two here are Luciano and Lansky, is it? Bad boys couple right here. Hey, Nucky sometimes tries to do good in the world, yeah? Paying off the attempted murderer maid. I ain't saying the Commodore didn't deserve it though, but like
Hey, Tommy, I asked you a question.
Pirate.
Pirate?
Hey, why don't you go put your shoes on and get ready for that party?
Tommy is Jack Sparrow, my guy.
You gonna be home for dinner tonight? How long are you gonna keep on doing this?
Doing what?
The silent treatment.
The silences, the cold shoulder, the distrustful looks.
If I was a different sort of man, it would be worse than looks.
What?
You grabbed me. You were shaking me. Yelling something in German.
That's PTSD, man. Like,
Your eyes were open, but you weren't there, Jimmy. I'm afraid you're gonna hurt us.
I want to protect you. Tommy. But there were nights over there in the trenches I'd be asleep. Dream that I could feel you next to me. That I could touch your hair against my face. You and Tommy here. We both did things when we were apart. For whatever reason. Were you in love with her?
her. Oh, her.
I was lonely, Jimmy.
I want to start fresh. I want to go back to where we were.
Can you do that?
It's gonna be tough, but at least he can try. Hey, he's confident.
You?
I'll try.
The best you can do is try at the moment.
There's such a peacefulness here, special kind of quiet. It's like walking through a wood on a crisp autumn.
Is she looking at what tombstone is she looking at?
Oh,
Oh. Oh. So, yeah, I said it a couple episodes ago that his wife died. Did his wife die? No. So, he lost his son, Nucky Thompson Jr. Yeah, only 6 days old. Damn, at such a young age. And then his wife passed away in January. So did she die from complications of childbirth? His wife was only... Oh, she was 28 at the time. Okay, she was 28 at the time. I thought she was 18 for a second. I don't know why. But yeah. Damn. I think that's going to convince Margaret to go have a child with Nucky. I don't know. Or to go back to him and ask for forgiveness.
so you have that in common. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
Because she made those
Mr.
comments
Thompson in Chicago, he told me he had a son who died.
last episode. I thought it was childbirth, but he was 6 days old only. But she made that comment last episode about, you know,
We know each other.
him wanting an
I'll
heir.
be walking into, John.
A business meeting, for which I'm asking you to keep an open mind.
I already bought the Brooklyn Bridge, if that's what you're selling.
Noon tomorrow. We'll pick a spot out by you.
Ow, goddammit.
The train. How you think?
Go see who that is.
How, goddammit?
I'm on the overnight train. The fuck is going on over there?
Nothing. I'm late for a party. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Guessing that's a three-way meeting with Rothstein, because he made contact with Torrio. That's why he's saying keep an open mind. Oh, it's Halloween night, baby.
Yes.
Someone wishes to see you.
Take that mask off, man.
Leave it on. It suits you. A dapper villain in a Sunday serial.
Okay, she came with flame.
What's your get-up tonight? The devoted, pleading wife? The temperance firebrand? The crusading suffragette?
You left out kept woman.
But there wasn't any keeping you, was there?
When you met me, I was pregnant. And then I lost the baby. You lost a child. A son. He was 6 days old. And your wife a month later.
It's a bit late for this game, wouldn't you say?
What game?
I tell you my sorrows, you pretend to be sympathetic, and we wind up in bed.
I can assure you that won't happen.
Why are you here?
To find out who Enoch Thompson is.
I'm late to a party, man. Like
7 years ago. Almost 8. I'd just become treasurer. I was new to the job, very busy. My wife had just given birth. We named him Enoch, after me. She wanted that. I came home one night. It was late. She was in the nursery, rocking him in her arms. I crossed to them. She looked so calm, so contented. It gave me the courage to finally want to hold him.
Don't tell me he dropped the child.
I pulled back the blanket. And I looked at his face. And I could tell right away he'd been dead for days.
And he wasn't home
She'd been
to...
caring for him nearly a week. Bathing him, changing his diapers, his bedclothes. I took him from her and cradled him in my arms. That was the only time I ever held him. We buried him in the churchyard, but she couldn't accept it. She'd completely broken with reality. Melancholia. I saw it. I knew it. But the doctor said time would heal her. And I was very, very busy.
I've never heard that before. Melancholia. I'm just going to search it up quickly. 1 second. 1 second. Because I remember the ending to last episode. The song began with something melancholy as well. So that's interesting. But I've never heard of melancholia. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Severe depression characterized especially by profound sadness and despair. My bad. I just wanted to confirm it. Yeah, okay. I know melancholy is like sad, but I don't know what melancholia is. I never
A few
heard of
weeks
that.
later, she slashed her wrists with my razor.
The tragic story of Nucky Thompson. That's who Enoch is.
The times with you and the children in the house, eating breakfast, just that. I've never been happier or more terrified in my life. And now you know more about me than any other person on earth.
You thought I needed saving.
Didn't you?
Not the way you chose.
You leave Atlantic City?
Is that your demand?
It's just a question.
I think it might be for the best.
Let me.
No. Thank you. There's a kindness in you. I know it. How can you do what you do?
We all have to decide for ourselves how much sin we can live with.
I said it last episode about, you know, the devil lurking throughout the show. Everyone is with sin. Everyone in life no one is born without sin. Everyone sins in their lives. Nobody's perfect. But in particular, this show, no one is without sin. I was saying last episode, everyone has done terrible things. It's just, yeah, what Nucky said right there. How much sin can you live with? To what extent can we go through? What lengths can we go through? And Nucky has been through the lowest of lows. And I guess his ceiling is higher than others in terms of what he's capable of doing. You know, it's a tragic story. But you know, I guess the stuff he does and being busy as treasurer, you know, keeps the demons away, keeps the demons at bay a little bit, I guess. And all these dealings with other individuals.
Mr. Thompson,
Mrs. Schroeder.
I'm pleased to have finally made your acquaintance.
Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very interesting.
Would you care for a biscuit?
The molasses hurts my filling. I was offered a permanent assignment in Atlantic City. I discovered a large still near where Sepso expired.
Oh.
We had originally gone to the area looking for it.
Oh, Sepso expired.
Your supervisor must have been pleased.
That's a word to.
I was offered a raise in pay as well as 2 additional agents under my command.
He expired.
That's wonderful.
I turned him down.
See, this is not a
Being
couple.
awfully quiet.
This is not a couple, man.
I like being the wife of a federal agent.
Is that what's important? Your vanity? What your friends think down at the greengrocer's?
Of course not.
I'm unhappy, Rose. Unfulfilled. Increasingly so these last few months. And now with Agent Sepso's death.
You're doing God's work there, Nelson.
Oh, by murdering people. Okay. She doesn't know, but I'm
And if God wants me to stay in Atlantic City, let him give me a sign.
Oh, she got a postcard from Paris. Damn. What did Mary say? Forgive me, but don't forget me. Man, that temptation came up again. Just when you thought that was, you know, just when you thought that arc was buried deep. Maybe she can go meet her up in Paris. Meet up with her in Paris. This is gonna be interesting. This is along the New Jersey shore, right? The New Jersey coastline.
The hell is this?
Thanks for coming. How you doing, kid?
Mr. Torrio?
I don't like being sandbagged.
Come on, huh? Costs nothing to listen.
Let's start talking.
The last time we was all together, there was another man as well. Big Jim Colosimo.
May rest in peace.
He was a good man, Jim. Don't get me wrong. But he didn't look ahead.
He didn't look from behind either. From what Frankie L told me.
Grow up, huh? What are stupid jokes?
My point is, to survive in a business like ours, you gotta look to the future.
I just clocked it. It took me a second to realize that, you know, I was the one telling Lucky Luciano, you know, enough with the stupid jokes.
To do that, sometimes you gotta let go of the past. It was Arnold reached out. Asked that we meet.
Son of a bitch tried to have me killed.
I'm interested, Mr. Thompson, in putting an end to our hostilities.
I would think you would be, considering the way things are going.
We could wage war for years. It benefits no one.
It benefits the viewer.
I have enough problems already.
Yes, I've seen the newspapers.
And you know I'm about to be indicted for fixing the World Series.
So pay someone off.
There's the
Allegedly fixing.
I'm quite well known in Chicago. I'm decidedly not well liked there.
It sounds to me like you're asking for a favor.
I'm asking to make a deal. I need a man with your political reach to quash the indictment.
That could be arranged.
What?
Damn.
We're talking.
Woo! Jimmy, know your place.
In exchange for what?
$1 million in cash.
Damn!
$1 million.
At the
And the
time?
location of the remaining D'Alessio brothers. Or you could take your chances in Chicago with my good friend Hartley Replogle.
The state's attorney.
So you've seen the papers also.
This war ends here. Any bad blood, past transgressions of whatever nature, business or personal, are hereby nullified. I'll have the cash delivered to you in the morning. Charlie here is the other information you want. Good luck, Mr. Thompson. I do hope we haven't seen the last of each other. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a train to Chicago.
With Rothstein's tone of voice here, he seems like he's feeling the pressures of this indictment. And, you know, this is a last-ditch effort for him to get out of this mess. And listen, I hope it all goes according to plan for the sake of these guys. I like these characters. I don't want any major characters killed off. Listen, if business can flourish, business can flourish. Listen, we know these dealings are not right? We're going to interfere with justice. We're going to quash the conviction or potential indictment, sorry. Listen, it's all illegal stuff. But listen, I'm talking in brand with the game, okay? In the game, I'm talking about the game that's being played out here. And it's going to be interesting to see how long this bad blood can be put off for. Because I feel like it's never quashed. I feel like it can always arise again. And, you know, the slightest hint of it can cause the war to erupt again. You know, one misdealing, one mistake can mean war again.
Get my brother on the phone and then call an emergency press conference today at City Hall.
What time?
3 p.m. sharp. I want every newspaper in the county there.
Such a tense situation. A lot on the line here. Hopefully Luciano and Jimmy have squashed their beasts
Gentlemen
too.
of the Fourth Estate, tragic though it is, I need hardly remind you that the passage of the 18th Amendment has given rise to a new breed of criminal. Vicious thugs, emboldened by the promise of an easy dollar.
What the fuck are you doing? Halloween's over.
With the double barrel?
Last January, in the woods, a only a few miles from where I speak to you today, a horrible massacre occurred.
Unlucky kid.
5 men, bootleggers all, were cut down in cold blood by a rival gang. The suspected ringleader of the killers, Hans Schroeder, was found dead days later.
All right, so we tying this back into season 1. Not to season 1, to episode 1. This is fantastic. Hey, and listen, that scene all but confirms Richard Hallow to be a cold-blooded killer. I was saying he was gonna be that anyway, but that, listen, Halloween's over. I'm paying. Latest the Lesio brothers. That's not all of them.
Up in a fishing net. We have since learned that Schroeder's conspirators in this cowardly attack were a group of killers late to Philadelphia, well known to law enforcement.
The Lesio brothers.
I am happy to report they are being sought for questioning as I speak. On this election eve, I submit to you this. While this heinous crime did certainly occur on the Republican watch,
Yo.
the apprehension of those responsible did as well.
No, no one getting a haircut, man. Ah! Why did Jimmy have to do it in the most savage way? Oh, that's the same.
Vote for Edward Bader tomorrow.
Brass knuckle knife.
Our city safe. I thank you all, and God bless America.
I'm guessing this is here, using the Lesio angle, keeps Rothstein's name out of the papers for a little bit as well. This is being headline news. I want every journalist from every paper down here, and this is going to be headline news. And there's less attention on Rothstein, while, you know, the indictment is sort of put to the side and obviously in the background, never actually happening. That was really well edited right there, man. Jimmy provided the most savage death to the head of the Lesio brothers while getting a haircut, man. I've never seen shaving cream red and white. That's crazy. See? Front page. All right, election day, baby. Gotta be nice with the ladies.
Nice to see you.
Win favor with the ladies. You gotta show face. Oh, that's his dad.
How's your mother? Much better, Nucky.
Oh, I thought that was his dad for a second. She wearing that Harding badge.
Nice to see you today. Hey, Squirt, who you voting for?
Hey, good luck to you, Nucky.
Attaboy, Nuck.
Say, Nuck, who you voting for? Ed Bader in a straight Republican ticket. And I suggest you all do the same.
Gotta win the favor of the people, man. I love this show. This is so freaking good, man. Set design, attention to detail in it is absolutely superb. John Hammond spared no expense, man. So good. Listen, this is the hurdle Nucky needs to overcome, the election day. Republicans need to stay in power. That's what he needs.
Hey, buddy.
What if Ange took off by herself and left Tommy alone?
Where's your mother?
I don't know.
I'm right here. I was in the bedroom.
Oh, she got a haircut. Hey, he did ask for a fresh start.
He asked to see you.
Yo, he looking disgusted right there. Like, the fuck did you do to your hair, girl? Did she do it to look more French? I don't know. Is she doing everything in her power to get away from Jimmy?
Third ward results are in. We're up by over 20%.
Woo! That's good news for these guys.
Its attorney in Chicago announced that Arnold Rothstein will not be indicted.
Anything on the mayor's race?
The polls will be closing shortly.
Yo, this could be a major W episode for Nucky in terms of like, you know, he gets the Rothstein deal, he gets his $1 million the following morning, and gets reelected. Like,
Almost home, little brother.
or like, gets to stay in power.
Just like that, huh? You wave your scepter and everything's all forgiven.
Your cut of the Rothstein money isn't enough?
Oh, he's getting
Should I
that.
send flowers too?
You fucked me over, brother. You forget?
And I told you I'll make it right.
Maybe you're so used to spouting bullshit you don't realize it, but your words actually do affect people.
What's that? Dale Carnegie?
I'm fucking serious, Nucky. The consequences to what you say, to what you do, that you can't buy yourself out of with money.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. You have to trust me, Eli.
What does that mean?
That blood is thicker than water.
Yeah? Well, why did it have to be my blood?
Edgar Caldwell from campaign headquarters.
Let me take this.
At least he's getting a cut of the Rothstein money, man. That could set him up for life. I don't know what the cut is, but it could be good.
Gentlemen and fellow Republicans, may I have your attention, please? I have just been informed that as of 3 minutes ago, Atlantic City has a new mayor. Mr. Edward Bader.
He's done it! He's done it!
Thank you, one and all, for your kind applause and your generous support. Now, being a man of action, I feel I should get right down to business. Sheriff Halloran.
At your service, Mr. Mayor.
Sheriff Halloran, after your long and meritorious service to Atlantic City, I regretfully accept your resignation.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Relax, kid. It's what Nucky wants.
It's what Nucky wants.
And now, as my second official act as mayor, it is my pleasure to reappoint my good friend Eli Thompson as sheriff of Atlantic County.
Here, here.
What's the play here?
Well, looks like there's a new sheriff in town.
Jimmy, how's life in politics?
Swell. Nuck's taking good care of him.
You must have pimped out your mother as well.
Whoa!
I beg your pardon.
Your mother. You must have pimped your mother out as well.
Fuck is wrong with you?
What? Nothing. You're my hero.
What are you talking about?
The way you work, Nuck. You're like a machine.
That's the drinking talking.
Clean, fast, totally devoid of any emotion.
Halloran wasn't working out.
Halloran? You'll use anyone, Nuck. Man, woman, 13-year-old girl.
Whoa!
She was an orphan, James. Living in a home for wayward children. The Commodore took good care of her.
I bet he did. And then you took care of me.
Well, I did, didn't I? Did you ever want for anything? Need anything? You ever miss a meal?
You're right. I'm gonna go take it up with him.
Why don't you do yourself a favor? Go home to your wife and sober up.
Why don't you do me a favor, Nuck? Stop acting like you give a shit.
Well, come on now. Everyone eat your cake. We still haven't found the surprises.
Yo, she's gonna get the ring, I'm telling you.
No.
She's gonna get the ring.
The ring. It means I'll be married, right?
Oh, I thought Margaret.
Bring you better luck than it did me.
I thought Margaret was gonna get the ring.
The First Lady of the United States. Well, of course he will, he said.
You can't hold anyone to their promises in this show.
Get a prize.
Oh.
Well, there's still more cake left, dear.
Oh, she got the rag.
The rag.
What does that mean, Mama?
It means you're going back to Ireland. I'm sorry.
Nothing, dear. It's just a silly superstition.
Hey, she awfully believing in that superstition though. She might carelessly act now. And go back to Nucky. And say, F it. You saw last episode, Nucky go to the fortune teller, and now obviously Margaret herself believing in, you know, fortune cookies, or like, you know, the cake itself, and yeah, believing in that superstition of getting the rag. It might, you know, cause her to act, you know, on impulse again and do something like go back to Nucky straight away instinctively.
Sir, there's some woman out front. She's looking for you. Send her in.
This might be Margaret. Because I was about to say maybe Margaret cannot confront, you know, the fact that she might have to do it alone in life. After getting used to the life she had as a concubine. Oh, it's Lucy. Oh my god. Oh, I thought... Okay, did he think it was going to be his wife?
The landlady told me you worked here.
What do you want?
He's going to provide him everything on Nucky Thompson. That's the sign from God.
Postman Nelson?
That's the sign from God.
No,
Lucy's the
I'm
sign
a
from God.
prohibition agent.
She's a...
Well, you made me pregnant.
Oh, that's not the sign from God I was expecting. What? Weren't they saying last episode that a girl could sleep with 11 men and she'll tell the 12th man that she was pregnant or something? That he's the father?
Cook me a steak.
Yo, Gillian! What are you promising, girl?
Happy family all of a sudden.
You don't have to be so fretful all the time. I'll make you some eggs.
She trying to get in that will, man. Is that whiskey in his milk or medicine?
Realize it's the first time we ever had a drink together?
Don't tell your mother. Woman tries to kill me. Nucky lets her go.
He's got an odd sense of justice.
Talk to me about justice. Fucking Woodrow Wilson when he was governor. The plan was for me to go away, he'd take over, and then square things up when I got out.
Did he?
He squared things up all right. 5 years in jail, and I was just a distant memory. There he is with a diamond stick pin, Rolls fucking Royce.
He did a lot while you were in jail.
Thompson.
He was just a sheriff.
A drunken piney.
I don't know why there was that close-up shot of the whiskey pouring into the glass. Did he?
Used to hate coming here when I was a kid. My mother would bring me here to see you. Nucky told me, it's your duty. Gotta be strong for your mother.
Manipulated son of a bitch.
You can be.
Jimmy.
Everyone's manipulative in this show, man.
You think I don't know why he brought you back from Chicago to do what he does to have the stomach for? And you said yes. What for? A few percent off top?
I made a good deal.
Oh, God. He made you think you did. He made me think I did. That's the way he operates.
You know him well?
He was like a son to me.
He makes you think you've done well for yourself.
You're my flesh and blood, boy.
So?
So you're gonna take back Atlantic City. For the both of us.
What ideas is he putting in Jimmy's head, man?
And how is that supposed to work?
Look around, son. I didn't get all this by being stupid.
sir.
Oh, this was unexpected. Okay.
You told him what we discussed.
Just about to.
So Eli's going behind Nucky's back. It looks like him giving him the role of sheriff again wasn't done in time. It looks like he's organized this with the Commodore behind Nucky's back. And listen, blood don't mean anything in this show. Blood don't mean crap. Oh man, like look, every character in this show is tragic. Like every character has something in them that like, or something in their past, or something that's happened to them recently that like makes me feel sorry for them. Like look at Gillian, a 13-year-old girl who was an orphan impregnated by the Commodore. Yeah, she was taken care of, but no 13-year-old in history should have to bear a child like that and attempt to bring a child into society. Like you're 13, bro. You're 13. Like you're insane. It's insane. I don't care how well off she was taking, like how well off she was in terms of like Nucky and the Commodore taking care of her. I know society was different at the time, but 13, the girl hasn't had a chance to live out her youth. She's 1 year into her teens, like barely 1 year into her teens. So like it makes me feel sorry for her for the situation she is in. But the woman she's grown up to be, she's an attempted, like I don't know if she's paid off the maid to kill off the Commodore, but she's still a manipulative individual. She'll do what she can to get what she wants, and a lot of people will do that in this show. So despite her having this tragic past, she's still a terrible individual. And I'm not sure it's because she was raised by these men, or, you know, listen, she had no parents to bring her into this world. She was an orphan, and she hasn't been obviously brought up with a moral code to know what's right and what's wrong. She's grown up with these men who just use other individuals. So that's all she's seen growing up. So what would stop her from doing that when she's older? And I could be completely wrong here with my comments, and please let me know if I am. But I think this show's so dense with its characters, and every character has their own problems. And listen, you cannot predict what each and every character is going to do, because you don't know whether a character is content or not. And you thought to yourself, or Nucky thought to himself, that Eli was going to be content with the Rothstein money, with the reappointment of being sheriff, but clearly this has been put into play already.
A Broadway show. I'd let them open in New York and a few other cities.
Eli's just pure nepotism in the end of the day, but still, he's even grown tired of Nucky's manipulation and false promises. Oh, and she's got a new man. Annabelle's got a new man. Look at the way she looked at him. Look at the way she looked at him. That's Margaret. Oh, she dressed in gold as well. That woman next to Nucky is beautiful as well, man. I hope you find a man too, woman. I don't know your name, but so you have chosen death. And it was that easy. That easy.
Margaret.
Hello.
She said, F the rag.
What a pleasant surprise. The champagne okay?
And listen, she's the only one he's really
The news just isn't the same without it.
he's the only one, or she's the only one he's really ever opened up to.
Can you believe it? Pipe down, lady.
Ooh!
48 states reporting. It's Warren Harding with nearly 60% of the popular vote. Yes, and this just in. Challenger James M. Cox has moments ago conceded to a capacity crowd at Dayton Fairgrounds. Ladies and gentlemen, Warren Gamaliel Harding has been elected the 29th President of the United States.
Warren Harding. Let's hope that other girl is First Lady. Maybe she's another victim of empty promises. Damn, it's W's all around for the... Okay. This is gonna be...
My countrymen, America's present need is not heroics, but healing. Not revolution, but restoration. Not agitation, but adjustment. Not surgery, but serenity. Not the dramatic, but the dispassionate. The world calls for peace. We need not nostrums, but a return to normalcy.
A return to normalcy.
About 1,000 different theories, all the
What are these two, yeah, what are these three plotting? What's the Commodore's scheme? They're trying to see how they can enact this all into play. This is very interesting. Collaborating with one another, conspiring against Nucky.
Life's a very funny proposition after all. Imagination, jealousy, hypocrisy.
Return to normalcy. Everything's all going according to plan. Yo, who did Lucky shoot right there? Oh, he got invited! Chalky! Hey, highlight the episode. Hey! My G, he got invited. He got the invite. Listen, he got the 10 grand and the car too. Listen, the 10 grand's easy and the car's easy with the million that's going to him. But who did Lucky Luciano kill? Did they just do another random heist on a drop, a liquor drop, for instance? Or was that one of Nucky's operations and they're blindsiding him or going behind his back now? Or continuing to go against his back? Or are they just, you know, seized the opportunity to make a quick buck right there? Because I didn't know who that was. Obviously, it was Luciano and Lansky, I believe. I can't remember what the other guy's name is. He's a cool character too. But yeah, I wonder who he took out right there and what consequences that going to have. Because obviously, Rothstein needs to quickly turn over that 1 million again, or try and, you know, recuperate that 1 million he's about to lose. And listen, he's not getting indicted, so Nucky came through with his promise. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And what I like so far is that we have 4 minutes left of this season, and no main character has been killed off. I love that. Listen, obviously we had the D'Alessio brothers, but all the main players who we've grew up on this season, listen, the D'Alessios were little pawns, I believe. They were minions. They were trying to get a foothold in the game, and they never really could. They got taken out this episode, but they weren't real prominent characters. All our main characters are still well and truly alive this season. And in fact, we probably gained another character in the Commodore who I thought was on his last legs. And he's made a recovery and he's plotting against Nucky. So season 2 is absolutely about to be insane. So yeah. Is Warren Harding coming? She's going to be married, but it doesn't say who to. Getting the 1 million ready.
When all things are coming easy,
oh, it's already there. My bad.
luck is with a man and quite upset a plan. Then he'll cry that life's a burden hard to
Guessing a little bit of time has passed as well. Jimmy with a little bit of stubble. Ooh. Him walking on the beach like that. That cinematography. And the time of day. Guessing early morning.
And the more we try to learn, the less we know.
That was one big ass night.
Funny proposition, you can bet. And no one's ever solved the problem properly as yet. Everything's a guess, and nothing's absolute.
Imagine she's the one that gets married and the other girl doesn't, despite getting the ring. She stuffed up the whole superstition. Great end to a fantastic season of television, man. I feel like it's onwards and upwards from here. The drama's just going to get even more juicy. Hey, look at that final shot over Atlantic City, man. Beautiful. Lucky Strike cigarette. Coca-Cola. Give me the product placement. What a fantastic final shot, man. What a Gillette. What a fantastic final shot. What a fantastic wide shot, man. Like, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. The visual effects are fantastic as well. Like, obviously, the sets themselves are fantastic, but the VFX artists have done a fantastic job as well, adding to the production design itself, adding to the physical sets, with, yeah, the backdrops themselves not looking out of place. There's no obvious green screen or CGI at points, and it's absolutely superb. They have really immersed you in the world of Atlantic City, and the world of Atlantic City is only going to get more complex, ladies and gentlemen, in Season 2, it looks like. What a fantastic finale. What a fantastic finale that, you know, promises for a juicy Season 2 with the conspiring that's going behind Nucky's back. Listen, there's no loyalty in this show whatsoever. Like, the only one that Nucky can truly trust is Chalky White. Chalky White has literally come through on multiple occasions where he's like, listen, I've been tempted by the Democratic Party. Yeah, I said I support them. I'm just taking their money. He's the only one Nucky can trust. I'm telling you, he's the only. He can't. When you can't even trust your own, like when your own brother is being, you know, showcased as going behind your back and conspiring with the Commodore, to take you down, with your own blood. Listen, it's over. Like yeah. You need, like, Nucky, I feel like, is a bit blinded by that, and he's always going to be blinded by the love for his brother. Listen, we know Game of Thrones, man. You can't trust anyone, not even your own blood. It means nothing. Half brother, half sister, nothing. Like, even, yeah, full blood, half blood, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And yeah, this is Game of Thrones in 1920, ladies and gentlemen, and it's absolutely superb, and I'm loving every moment of it. And listen, I cannot wait to see what's in store for Season 2, because, listen, a lot of, like, all the main characters themselves, all the prominent characters, all the main players are still alive. We got rid of the D'Alessio brothers. Yeah, but they're meaningless pawns. You know, like I said, they tried to get a foothold in this game, and they did it. Listen, Mickey/Doyle is still alive. He played his cards pretty well. But yeah, fantastic season of television, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying the Boardwalk Empire reactions. Take care. God bless. Peace.